Hey, welcome back to my channel, everybody. This is going to be kind of an embarrassing video to film. I'm going to open up some mail that I've received from some subscribers, people I've kind of traded cards with back and forth throughout the last, I don't know, year or so. But what makes this kind of so embarrassing is it's taken me forever to open this mail. This has actually been sitting in my house, and it's been months that it's been sitting here. Some of these pieces that I just haven't had a chance to open. So it's going to be kind of embarrassing, but I'm going to go ahead and open it up. I don't want to reveal any addresses or anything. That's why I've kind of got everything flipped around. But this first one, you can kind of see was sent, postmarked in February from Denver. So it's been over a month, and this is actually the most recent one. And this is one of my buddies who is in Colorado. And he's sent me a little Valentine's Day card here. It says, roses are red, violets are blue. I love collecting, and these cards are for you. Very, very nice. And he's just got some Kansas City Royals cards here that looks like our opening day cards. Edward Olivares and Brady Singer pitching for Team USA in the World Baseball Classic. Kind of got lit up, actually, that first game. But I have faith he will bounce back and do some good stuff for him in the future rounds. So thank you so much for that one, buddy. And this one is also from him. This one has been even sitting around longer than that. I don't even know if I can show you. I guess I can here. This one is from, this is how long this has been. Look at there in the top right corner, from Denver, Colorado. October the 5th. What is that? October the 5th. What is this now? March? So November, December, January, February, March. 5 months that this is sat, and I haven't opened it yet. That is, it's not like a test of willpower. It's just things get crazy, and it's just been sitting there. And so I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long to open this. 5 months is absolutely ridiculous. I hadn't forgot about it by any means, but you know how it gets. Things get busy, and next thing you know, it's 5 months later. So anyway, this is going to be some more cards for my buddy in Colorado. It says, here are a few cards I thought you'd enjoy and one to pay forward. So it looks like I'm going to have some to send to someone else, which is completely fine. And I actually have some cards for him to send in the mail. I just need to get that sent away. And oh man, this packaging is very cool there. So if I go ahead and open these up, it's just one of the old school kind of binder pages that have been folded up. Kind of a smart way to do that. Got some of the complete set Gold Star edition of Kansas City Royals. There's a Salvador Perez, and then the team card. I kind of like that Salvador Perez design there. In the next pocket, if I can find it. It's been folded so long, it's having a hard time. Got a Salvador Perez and the classic team logo stickers. I grew up with these things, man. These Fleer team logos, really like those. That's really cool. Some more Bo Jackson. I went back and watched the documentary, The 30 for 30 on Bo Jackson. If you haven't watched it, man, it's worth your time. He's just such a unique individual, such a talent, and just a shame that he got injured in a way that we weren't able to really ever see him reach his full potential. Like, obviously, he was a mega star, and to be perfectly honest, one of the biggest stars, if not the biggest star in sports. That Bo Knows campaign and Nike. I mean, it was honestly probably Michael Jordan and then Bo Jackson as their top two athletes in the world. And this 1986 design is just a classic there at the old Yankee Stadium. Hal McRae had all those battles with the Yankees in the late 70s and early 80s. Royals finally were able to get past them and make it to the World Series, and lost it in 1980 to Philadelphia, but ended up winning it, obviously, in 1985. There's a pretty cool Topps Now card with the All-Star Game logo of Salvador Perez. I like that one. That's really cool. All-Star Game card. And we got a couple more to go here. Another Bo Jackson and a Carlos Beltran. I always like Carlos Beltran as well, even though he's had a little bit of issues maybe at the very end of his career there with Houston, getting wrapped up in the sign stealing thing, which cost him the job, managerial job with the Mets, and maybe it cost him a spot in the Hall of Fame. We'll have to see. So that's very, very cool. Oh, and I almost missed this one as well, the Fleer logo sticker. I don't remember these as much as a kid. 1991. I remember the other ones. But that's really neat. Thank you so much for that one, buddy. And I think I didn't miss anything. Quick double check. Sometimes I feel like I missed something. All right, really cool. I apologize. It took me five months to open that, but I had not forgotten about it. And then I have one more package. This came in, this is not from my buddy SW. This is from November the 15th. And this is from my buddy Greg at Tigers727. If you haven't checked out his channel, I would highly recommend it. Tigers727 is his name. He has a lot of cool Detroit Tigers stuff. He's working a lot on some vintage cards, and I sent him a bunch of Detroit Tiger cards, and so I'm assuming he is going to send me some Royals cards. That would be my guess. It says, hey, a while back you sent me some Tiger cards. Thank you again for those. Here's some Royals cards that I hope fill some holes in your collection. And it says, take care, like I said there. Greg at Tigers727. Go ahead and check out his channel if you haven't. Give him a big subscribe and show him some love if you haven't checked out his stuff. And so we've got some Tigers stuff that I sent to him, and he sent me some Royals stuff back. So if you're a Royals fan, this may be interesting to you, and if not, I sincerely apologize. But it'll be interesting for me. Got these collectabooks, man. These things were so cool back in the day. If I get the painter's tape off of here so everyone can see it. Collectabooks, you could kind of open these up. If I pull it out of here, you could kind of unfold them, and it had a lot of information inside of them. There's the Bo Jackson, Vincent Bo Jackson signature. It's almost like a little mini biography and career highlights. Just really cool little caricature there on the back. You see those every once in a while, still sitting around in flea markets and antique stores and everything. There's Adalberto Mondesi trying to stay healthy this year with Boston. We'll see if he can make it. I think I saw where he was already injured. And then the Bo Jackson 1991 card. As we get into this big, thicker top loader with a stack of cards, we've got ourselves Billy Buckner, the pitcher Billy Buckner, not the pitcher's player. This is one of my favorite cards of all time. The old AstroTurf there at Royal Stadium. Obviously, it's Kauffman Stadium now. The fountain in the back. The old Crown scoreboard, which they have kind of updated and modernized. Nick Lofton is a potential utility guy and maybe a regular everyday starter. Eric Hosmer, this has gold foil, so it looks like a throwback card. Yep, the Burger's Best. Skowron for Kansas City. I can't say I know a lot about him. Bill Moose Skowron, Kansas City Blues from the American Association. Wally Joyner, who is more famous for playing with the Angels, but looks like that's maybe Ricky Henderson or someone trying to get back to first base. And Hippolito Pichardo. Every time I went to a Royals game as a kid, it seemed like this guy pitched. He was like their fourth or fifth starter, Hippolito Pichardo. Every time I went to a game, and I didn't go to that many games as a kid, but I'd go to maybe one or two every year, it seemed like that guy pitched. Not that it was a bad thing by any means, but when you had David Cohn or Brett Saberhagen or Mark Gubicza or Kevin Apier, I would have liked to see them pitch more often than Hippolito Pichardo every day. That's no disrespect to Hippolito, though. He's a good player on his own. All right, so there is the inside of this Topps Living set. Some really cool Royals cards coming up. It looks like Billy Butler Country Breakfast rookie card. The throwback design there, 1952 design. Hochevar, they picked #1 overall and looked like he was going to be a bust, but he did help him win the World Series in 2015, and he was absolutely a lockdown pitcher out of the bullpen. George Brett becoming the second, I don't know what it says. There's the second active major leaguer to have 3,000 hits. I don't know why it's second youngest. Oh, Robin Yount. They both got 3,000 hits that year. Kirk Gibson. A lot of people don't realize he played for the Royals. Bubba Starling was a first-round pick who never materialized. I can't read this. Steve Stimley. He never really did much. Jeff Conine, minor league card there. He played more for a lot of people know him as Mr. Marlin, right? For the Florida Marlins. When they did the expansion draft, he got taken by them. Brent Mayne was a catcher. Danny Duffy's trying to make a comeback this year with, I believe, Texas. Michael Franco had a decent year for the Royals and kind of parlayed that into another contract. Here's a really cool one, the 1986 Brady Singer design on the back. And then these studio cards were some of my favorites. Kevin McReynolds there. It's a big free agent signing for the Royals. Luis Aquino, remember him? Benintendi, there's Mondesi again. Lucas Duda, who I know more as a New York Met, making that throwing error that allowed Eric Hosmer to score in the 2015 World Series. All-time record holder here, Willie Wilson, one of the great Royals. Speed, defense, all that you could ask for in the outfield for the Royals in their 1980s heyday and part of the 1985 World Series team. Gary Gaetti wearing the old school helmet with no ear flap on it. Kevin Appier, that's who I mentioned earlier, the Topps Gold Cup rookie card. There's Willie Wilson again. Montgomery, there's an Alex Gordon. That's a really cool Alex Gordon card. I just really like this design. I think it's 2015, yeah. For some reason, that one just really stands out. Rest in peace to Paul Splittorff. Had a great career as a Royal, and then just as impressive career as a broadcaster. You can see there he grew up and pitched all with the Royals. He's part of their Hall of Fame, I believe. Brett Saberhagen, Jacob Junis, Billy Hamilton, I forgot. He was on the Royals there for a hot minute. And got some of these holiday cards, Benintendi, Perez, Dozier. Alcides Escobar still hanging around. He was with the Nationals, I think, or the White Sox. I think it was the Nationals. Kirk Gibson breaking his bat. Always one of my favorite photos there. Skip Wally, a pitcher for the Appleton Foxes. Can't say I know anything about him. That's probably the first time I've ever seen that card. Class A affiliate. No longer a Class A affiliate. Mark Teahan. I got his autograph one time after a game, waiting outside at the players' parking lot. Mike Sweeney got his autograph as well, one of the nicest people still with the Royals organization. George Brett, and then another Mark Teahan. So thank you so much to Greg and my buddy SW in Colorado and Greg up in Michigan for sending me these Royals cards. I truly, truly appreciate it. I have stacks of cards in my room over there that I will eventually get sent out, and maybe I can do that this week. I got a little break from work here, so I'm going to try to get some stuff sent out. Thank you so much, and if you watched all 12 minutes of Royals, random Royals cards, you are a better person than probably I am. I appreciate it, and I hope everyone has a good one. We'll see you.